If you're constantly checking your phone, replying to every conversation in your head, and feeling like you're too much for everyone you love, listen, you're not broken, you're not needy. And I know this because I was you. After losing my mom at 15, I became the most anxious person in relationships. And today, I'm giving you the actual roadmap that helped me heal so you can stop chasing people and start attracting the kind of love that feels secure. Welcome back to part 2. I am Jay the Healer, and if you watched episode 1, you already know your attachment style. Now is time to actually heal it. The ones who are exhausted from trying to earn love. I lived this for years, and this episode, this is your way out. Let's get real about what anxious attachment actually is. It's not you being too emotional. It's not you being too clingy. It's your nervous system responding to something that happened when you were too young to even remember it. Or in my case, something that happened when I was old enough to remember, but too young to process it. When I lost my mom at 15, my whole world became uncertain. The one person that was supposed to always be there wasn't. And my brain learned that love is uncertain. People leave. I have to work harder to make people stay. If I'm not constantly vigilant, I'll be abandoned again. Maybe for you, it was a parent who was loving sometimes and cold other times. Maybe they were overwhelmed and you learned you had to perform to get attention. Maybe you were told your feelings were too much. Whatever it was, your brain learned the same lesson mine did. And fast forward until now. Your nervous system is on high alert all the time. You're scanning for signs of rejection. You're overanalyzing texts. You're giving more than you're getting because you're trying to make yourself so valuable that they can't leave. You're not clingy. You're trying to control the outcome because uncertainty literally feels like you're dying. Here's what that looked like for me, and probably what it looks like for you. You needed constant reassurance that they still care. When they're in a bad mood, you take it personally. You sacrifice what you need to keep the peace. When they need space, you panic. You replay conversations looking for hidden meanings. You feel responsible for their emotions. It's exhausting, like soul-crushing, exhausting. And ironically, it's pushing away the exact connection that you're craving. Okay, so healing anxious attachment isn't about finding someone who gives you constant reassurance. That's just a Band-Aid. Real healing is about becoming secure within yourself. Here's what actually worked for me. Step 1, learn to self-soothe when you feel that anxiety spike, when they don't text back, when they seem distant. Your nervous system goes into panic mode. You want to reach out, you want to fix it, you want to control it. I used to do this all the time. I would spiral for hours. Now, I do this instead. I put my hand on my heart. I take 5 deep breaths and I say out loud, I am safe. This feeling will pass and my worth is not determined by their response. The first time I did this, it felt fake, but I kept doing it and slowly my nervous system started to believe it. You're literally rewiring your brain to find safety inside yourself instead of someone else's behavior. Step 2, reality check your stories. Anxious attachment makes you go crazy in your mind and all of this chaos goes on. They didn't text back. Your brain says they're losing interest. They need alone time. Your brain says they're pulling away forever. I had to start writing down my anxious thoughts. Then I would write down 3 other explanations that were just as possible. They're busy at work. They're dealing with their own stuff. They need to recharge. This isn't about being fake positive. It's about training your brain to stop jumping to the worst case scenario every time. Because that worst case scenario is usually your 15-year-old self or whatever age your wound happened trying to protect you. Step 3, communicate like a secure person. Stop testing people. Stop hinting. Stop expecting them to read your mind. This was the hardest one for me because I thought if I had to ask for what I needed, it didn't count. But secure people just ask for what they need instead of "you never make time for me," which makes them defensive anyways. You should try this. "Hey, I love to spend more quality time together. Can we plan something this week?" Instead of pulling away when you're hurt to see if they'll chase you, try, "I felt hurt when you canceled our plans. Can we talk about it?" Yeah, it feels vulnerable. That's the whole point. Secure attachment is built on honesty, communication, and not games. Step 4, build your own life. This is the game changer. When you have an anxious attachment, your partner becomes your whole world. When they're happy, you're happy. When they're distant, you're spiraling. After my mom died, I made every relationship my entire identity because I was terrified of losing someone again. But that's exactly what pushed people away. You need to build a life that's fulfilling whether they're in it or not. Reconnect with your friends. Get back into your hobbies. Create goals that have nothing to do with relationships. When you have a full life, you stop needing them to complete you. You start wanting them as an addition to your already good life. That shift, that changes everything. And step 5, choose secure partners. Here's the hard truth I had to learn. You can do all the work, but if you keep choosing avoidant partners, you're going to keep getting triggered. I kept choosing emotionally unavailable people because they felt familiar. They reminded me of the uncertainty that I grew up with after losing my mom. But secure people don't play games. They communicate clearly. They show up consistently. They don't make you guess where you stand. If someone is hot and cold, that's not a challenge for you to win them over. That's a sign to walk away. You deserve someone who is sure about you. Healing anxious attachment is a daily thing. Every morning I write down 3 things that make me valuable. They have nothing to do with relationships. I'm a good friend, I'm creative, I'm resilient, I help people heal. Every time I feel the urge to text someone for reassurance, I text myself instead. I write, "I'm okay. I don't need to control this. I trust the process." And here's the most important practice. Sit with the discomfort. When you feel anxious, you want to reach out. Don't just breathe through it. Let the wave pass. Prove to yourself that you can survive not knowing. Every time you do this, you're building secure attachment. You're teaching your nervous system, "I'm safe, even when I don't have all of the answers." This work is hard. I'm not going to lie to you. It took me years, but it's the most important work that you will ever do. Because when you heal anxious attachment, you stop attracting people who can't meet you. You stop exhausting yourself trying to earn love. You start showing up as the secure, grounded person you were always meant to be. Next week, episode 3 is for the avoidant people. How to let people in without losing yourself. If you're anxious and you keep attracting avoidance, send them that episode. Comment below what's one practice that you're committing to this week. Let's hold each other accountable. I want you to subscribe for next Tuesday's episode and share this with someone who needs to hear it. You're not too much. You're just healing. And that's brave as hell. I am Jay the Healer. Let's heal together.